new information about Dolphinaris. Going forward, there will be no dolphins at that facility. Dolphinaris' parent company, Ventura Entertainment, saying in a statement, dolphins will not be part of the new wave of attractions. And it's not just dolphins. No live animals will be incorporated in any events at that facility.
This after Dolphinaris shut its doors last month following the death of another one of its dolphins. That dolphin, who was named Kai, was the fourth animal to die at the facility since 2016. The remaining dolphins have been transferred to an animal park in the U.S. Virgin Islands.